On Saturday, October 28th, we'll see the return to the ring of one of boxing's promising young fighters, as featherweight Shaquiefoster finds himself in the ring again, and this time he's going to be facing definitely someone that could either make him look great or make him look average, or even provide a test. Because looking at how boxing has gone in 2023, almost everywhere you look, there has been a test. So let's talk about what's coming up with Shaquiefoster this Saturday. Looking ahead in boxing is not a good thing to do. It's always best to pay attention to the road ahead. And that's what we're hoping to see from Shaquiefoster this Saturday, October 28th, when he takes on Rocky Hernandez in what could be a rocky fight for either man. What's great about this fight is the fact that you have the typical matchup between boxer, puncher, even orthodox fighters that have footwork and maybe not so much. But when you talk about Shaquiefoster, a super featherweight champion who is currently in possession of the WBC title, you're talking about someone who has a skill set, someone who has checkmarked most of the boxes when it comes down to what he has going well for himself. One of the things that we haven't seen for him is to be really tested by a puncher. So when he enters the ring this Saturday, he's coming in with some question marks, but he may be able to answer them. And so his solid record of 20-2 with 11 KOs will be on the line. When we last saw him against Ray Vargas back in February of this year, he went on to a unanimous decision. He's 5'8.5" with a 72-inch reach. He's 30 years old. And he's someone that was really looking for an opportunity when Shakur Stevenson was at the weight. He was looking and had Shakur in his sights. But of course, Shakur moved on to do other things in the sport. And so now we have to wait and see if everything is going to pan out for him. But Mr. Hernandez may have something to say about that. He brings power. He can punch with both hands, and he really goes for the knockout. He's on a knockout streak. 5 fights in a row where he's either KO'd or TKO'd fighters. His most recent fight against Hector Garcia Montes was in July of this year, just a few months ago. And Hernandez is not the kind of guy you want to be playing around in there with. He's coming in with his record of 34-1 with 31 KOs. A heavy-handed puncher, as I've stated. And he's going to test O'Shaquie. He's going to test his footwork. He's going to test his resolve. We're going to find out whether or not that even when Ray Vargas boxed O'Shaquie, he was able to land some stiff shots, but nothing to put him in trouble. This is a fight where we're going to find out if whether to the chin or to the body that O'Shaquie can handle it. And believe you me, the power is not fake. It's real. He's a man that hurts people. And if he catches you cold, he's a good finisher. He can come after you, beat you down, take you out. So just like when Stephen Fulton went earlier this year over to Japan to face Naoya Inoue, I suggest that if O'Shaquie wants to be successful in this fight, he has to keep Eduardo Rocky Hernandez off balance. He's got to make him keep his feet moving. And Rocky, who's 25 years old, and he's 5'6.5" with a 68-inch reach, is a shorter guy. So those extremities that Foster enjoys the advantages of, he's going to have to implement that, particularly the movement, and stay away from the ropes, stay away from the vaunted triangle, and utilize a Whitaker-like stick, move, slip, and slide, keeping Hernandez turning in circles. Will he be able to do that over a duration of 12 rounds? It's hard to see if he can make it like that without at some point engaging here. But that's what's interesting about the fight and why we need to tune in to see what may happen. Because I'm telling you, this could turn into a barn burner. And if Hernandez's punching power isn't enough to take O'Shaquie out, it's just the threat of being a hard puncher. What will happen is O'Shaquie may feel that he has to prove his manhood. And that would be to Hernandez's advantage, to draw him into that type of firefight where he doesn't utilize his skill set. But then again, if his jab is on point, he may be able to keep Rocky off balance all night long. Man, I'm loving boxing in 2023. We're seeing the kind of matchups that we desire, and we're seeing some of these matches that aspire people, inspirational matches where you get to see quality against quality and you just don't know. But let me just say this about knockout punchers, man. Knockout punchers, guys who are heavy-handed and can get people up out of there, are always dangerous. And this young man, like I said with Fulton against Inoue, as I was alluding to earlier, you can't let him hit you. You have to keep your defense tight. You have to keep your eyes open. You have to be ready to deal with what's at hand. And I believe that Foster understands that, and it's the only way for him to win, to remain focused up and to be prepared for whatever Rocky brings, but not be worried about what Rocky brings, but give Rocky something to be concerned about himself. That's the way a champion moves. You go out there and you make that opponent worry about you as the world champion and titleist. But I suggest that you tune in and watch this fight Saturday night, another Dazn matchup, but I'm telling you it's going to be a good one. So you just very well want to tune in. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about what can happen in this fight going forward. Do you have shaquiefoster, or are you giving Rocky a chance to score the upset? Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.